ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, you got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl V. It's the Cowboys and the Colts on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Okay, right?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Love, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On third down, Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And they'll start with great field position. Yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Prescott gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Demarcus Robinson, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps... Defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Interception. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd down and 3. Prescott off play action. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3. field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jordan Love and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
Well, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Love, they go play action now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early. But he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, man.
Love now. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. $10-0 the score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow, no. Strike, check, strike.
To throw now, here's Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Shifts by him. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jordan Love and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Running straight ahead and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 4th down, Love. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to bomb that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this.
Down. Ultra. On the ball.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Again, it's Taylor. 76 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, here's Taylor. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And again, it's Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Ready. Ready.
First down, Love to pass. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Play action this time with Love. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's brought down. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they brought the extra point in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, good. And that makes it 24-13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Colts pick it up. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They run once more with Taylor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Love throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Oh, Prescott stripped. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They'll get 11, but it will still lead to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive. It will be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The give to Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations, they were carrying us home. I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he bowls over it.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready up. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line, about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm all surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they played the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Colts, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina